Hello? Is this Mrs. Connolly? I'm looking for Mrs. Connolly, Corey's mom. Hello? Yes, this is Christine Connolly. Can I help you with something? Well, finally. You're a difficult person to track down. I've spent all morning trying to find your number. Oh, sorry about that. All the school district parents are supposed to be on the school directory, but you aren't. Right, well, we are new in town. We've only been here a few weeks. I just hadn't gotten around to it yet, I guess. Oh, but you should really prioritize something like that. What if there was an emergency? You know, there's a good reason that directory's in place. I'm sure there is. I'm sorry, but who am I speaking with exactly? My name is Izzy Monsola. I'm sure you've heard that name. Oh, have I? Monsola? As in Monsola Solar Energy? Our company only has billboards and trucks like all over the county. Ah, okay. I hadn't really noticed. Is that why you're contacting me? We already have solar panels. They were here when we bought the house. Oh, you think I'm a salesperson? Oh, not quite. Okay. You're from the school then? No. My daughter is Stephanie Monsola. She's in the same grade as Corey at the middle school. Oh, okay, great. So did they want to arrange a play date or something? A play date? Oh, they're a little old for that, aren't they? The kids, they call it hangouts at this age. And no, I doubt very much that Stephanie would want that, especially after today's incident. Incident? Did something happen? So you haven't gotten a call from the guidance office. I suppose that's good news. From the guidance office? Why would they be calling me? Apparently the kids had a little bit of a tiff this morning when they were getting off the bus. I'm sure it was nothing, but leave it to those busybodies in the guidance department to make a mountain out of a molehill. Anyway, Stephanie texted me that the kids were called into guidance. You really know nothing about this? No, but Corey doesn't usually text me until lunchtime, a few minutes from now. Okay, well listen, if they do end up calling you, I need you to do something for me. Tell them that the families are aware of the situation, and we will talk it over with our kids. And it's taken care of, okay? But I'm not even sure what's going on yet. Listen, between you and me, those guidance counselors at the school are idiots. This is not the first time they've wasted my Stephanie's time. We send Stephanie to school to learn, not go to the guidance office to talk about her feelings. She's gifted and talented, you know? So we believe that her time is best spent in the classroom, not being called down to the guidance office every time one of these kids get their feelings hurt. Corey is in the gifted and talented classes as well. I guess that's how they know each other. They're all grouped together, right? Oh, so then you know exactly what I'm talking about. We teach Stephanie that it's important to handle conflict like an adult. There's no safe spaces in the real world. Am I right? This kid has got her sights on Wharton. You know, the business school. What's she supposed to put on her application? That she was singing Kumbayas all year with the hippies and guidance? You know what I mean, right? Like, I know they're trying to do their jobs, but isn't there a kid with an eating disorder or something to help? Just leave my kid alone to do her work. Wow. Okay, again, I have no idea what's going on, but that's Corey messaging me now. I'll get back to you, okay? Sure. And remember, if guidance calls you, just say, we've got this, okay? I'll get back to you soon.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, babe, how are you? I heard you're having a rough day at school.
Huh? How did you know that? Did the guidance counselor call you?
No, they didn't. Do you think they will?
No, I don't think so. They made the other kid apologize to me. But wait, how did you know about this?
Stephanie, the other kid, her mother contacted me. She said you guys had an argument?
Well, sort of. Mom, honestly, Stephanie's a real jerk.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Okay, well, Stephanie and I are in a lot of the same classes, so I see her a lot during the day. My first few days of school, she was actually being really nice to me, but it was like fake nice, you know? But then, in ELA, we were working on our public speaking presentations, and I got chosen to give my speech at the assembly, remember?
Yes, of course. Dad and I were so proud of you. Less than 3 weeks in a new school, and you were already winning contests.
Mom.
Okay, I know. It wasn't a contest. It's just for the assembly. Okay, go on with your story.
So, I guess Stephanie wasn't happy about my speech getting picked over hers, especially with me being the new kid. And then, a couple of days go by, and we're all on the bus, and I'm talking to this kid, Ryan, and he starts asking me about my hearing aid.
Oh no. Was he giving you a hard time?
No, not even. He was being totally normal and just asking me what it was. And so, I'm telling him, and I notice Stephanie is sitting close by and she's listening to us. So she starts asking me questions too, and she's really loud about it, like she wants everyone on the bus to hear her. And starts saying how it's so nice that they picked a disabled kid to give a speech at the assembly, and how that must be why the teacher picked me, because I wear a hearing aid and she felt sorry for me.
Oh boy. And all the other kids on the bus were listening to this. Could the bus driver hear?
No, the driver was too far away. I think at least half of the bus heard her though. And Mom, it gets so much worse. She starts talking with this really weird voice, like she was making fun of a deaf person talking. And I was just like stunned, because I couldn't believe a person would do that. And some of the kids were laughing, but a few other kids were telling her to cut it out. And so I just said to her, I said, "You know I'm not even deaf, right?" I just didn't know what else to say.
Of course. Ugh, that's fine. What happened next?
So then she says, still doing that awful voice, "Oh, I know you're not. You're just..." Mom, I don't want to say what she called me.
Why don't you want to tell me, honey? Was it a bad word?
Yeah, Mom. She called me the R word.
The R word? Oh, of course. The R word. Wow. You were right. This kid really is a jerk.
And so at that point, we had pulled up to the school, and she's still saying it to me. And I was trying to ignore her. But as we were getting off the bus, I screamed at her to shut up. And then I called her a bad word too.
I see. What bad word did you call her?
Am I allowed to type it?
Do your best to tell me without saying it.
I called her the A word. You know, like a-hole?
Okay. Yes, I know. That's okay. I understand why you felt like you needed to say that to her.
And one of the teachers heard us yelling at each other as we got off the bus, and he asked for our names. And then, during first period, I got called to the guidance office.
And what happened when you got there?
Well, the counselor asked us to each tell our side of the story, and of course Stephanie tried to totally lie, but she got caught, because the teacher near the bus had heard what she was saying to me. And so they told us to shake hands and apologize to each other, and that I could go back to class, but that I should come back if I want to anytime.
And what about Stephanie?
They asked her to stay longer. I got the impression that she's gotten in trouble for something like this before.
And that's the whole story? Nothing else happened?
No, that's it. Mom, I have to get back to class.
But are you okay? You're holding up all right?
Yeah, sure. It's not that big of a deal. She's just a jerk.
Yes, she is. Okay, we'll talk about this more tonight. I love you, babe.
Love you too. Bye.
Christina? Christina, are you there? Hello? Yes, I'm here, Izzy, and it's Christine, not Christina. I thought you were going to get back to me after you spoke to Corey. Yep, but I wanted to wait until I had a chance to speak with the guidance counselor. Wait, you spoke to them? I thought we agreed that we were going to take care of this ourselves. I certainly didn't agree to not take their phone calls. I just spoke to one of the counselors a couple of hours ago. And you told them that there was no need for them to get involved, right? No, I just listened to what they had to say. Christina, you can't listen to what these idiot counselors have to say. They've all got degrees in arts and crafts and sharing. Their job is supposed to be preparing our kids for high school. Nothing more. Now they try to get involved in the kids' social interactions, butting their noses in where it doesn't belong. Let these kids figure it out themselves, right? Pulling these kids out of class to talk about a few words spoken on a school bus? It's interfering with their learning. Well, I agree that when I was attending the school, that was all they did for us. But I appreciate that they have since widened their areas of attention. Wait, since you attended the school. Same school? Yes, I graduated from the same school as our kids. But I thought you were from another county. We did just move here from a few counties away, that's true, but I grew up right here. I moved away after undergrad. Oh, and what year did you graduate? Let's see, it would have been 1996 when I finished middle school. Why? I also graduated the same school in 1996. What? Wait a minute. Izzy. So your name is Isabella. Oh my God. Are you Isabella Perone? Yes, that's me. Wow. It is all falling into place now. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Isabella, when we were in 6th grade, you made my life hell. What? I am sure I have no idea what you are talking about. I don't even remember you. Oh no? I went by Chrissy in middle school. And my maiden name is Polinsky? Yeah, well, it was a big school. I don't know who you are. Oh, come on, Isabella. You must remember me. You had a nickname for me. Don't you remember what it was? I really don't know what you're talking about. Chrissy Pissy. That's what you used to call me. Every single day in gym class. All because I accidentally sprayed myself at the water fountain one day, and you said it looked like I had pissed myself. That wasn't me. Everyone called you that. Oh, so you do remember. No, nobody called me that. Until you made it a thing. Oh, big deal. What do you want me to do about it now? Pay your therapy bills or something? We were just kids. It was a joke. It was a joke to you, I guess. I got called that name for the next 3 years. I used to go home and cry at night after enduring that all day. And now, surprise, surprise, you've raised a kid just as awful as yourself. Hey, you wait a minute here. Don't go saying crap about my kid. Well, it seems like I don't need to. The guidance department already has her number. She's on disciplinary probation already, right? Because this was the 3rd strike against her. For being an instigator in an altercation with another child. Now I know why you wanted me to tell guidance that we were handling this at home. You're afraid your kid is going to get suspended. I guess a suspension would really, interfere with her schooling, right? Hey, come on, be reasonable here. You were always one of the smart kids, right? You know how important it is that Stephanie be able to keep her grades up. She needs to get into AP classes next year. She can't afford to be suspended. So she's a little hot-tempered. Like a mother, so what? That's just how the women in our family are. She doesn't deserve to be punished for that. Does she? It's just how things are in the real world anyway. It's dog eat dog out there. Oh, I guess it is sometimes. Well, as far as I'm concerned, Izzy, you can keep that kid of yours on a leash. Excuse me? I know how these types of disciplinary actions work in the school district. Stephanie is on very shaky ground right now. The counselor asked Corey to come to her again if Stephanie gives her even a hint of trouble. One more altercation, and Stephanie will get that suspension, which will also be on her permanent record. And how do you know that to be true? Oh, you never asked me why I moved back into town, did you? I work at the high school, Isabella. The one I imagine Stephanie will be attending next year? I'm the new principal. What? That's right. I want to thank you for taking the initiative to be the one to reach out to me and let me know what I should be looking out for next year. I didn't realize. Of course you didn't. A little advice for you to prepare your kid for high school. I'm not a fan of any students who interfere with any other student's learning. The kids are there to learn, right? Not get called down to guidance or my office. I really look forward to seeing all the ways Stephanie has improved by then. She does have a whole year, right? Well, provided she doesn't get suspended. But that's entirely up to her, isn't it? Yes, I suppose it is. We'll talk to her, okay? Please do. I haven't heard back from Izzy since that day, almost 8 months ago. But I think she really took our conversation to heart. Corey says that Stephanie steers clear of her at school. Whether it's because Stephanie suddenly became a better kid, or she's just afraid of who Corey's mom is, I really don't know. Unfortunately, in my job, I see this quite a bit. Kids who have learned that bully behavior is the way to assert themselves in social situations. It's not hard to see who they learned that from. Corey is graduating next month, and we couldn't be more proud of her. Dean's List, all A's. And she's made some great friends this year who she'll be with in high school. As for Stephanie, I'll do my best to view her with fresh eyes next year. She never did get suspended, so I think that's a good start. And I will trust in my wonderful team in the guidance department to keep me afoot of any kids who are interfering with any other students' learning. Have a true tech story of your own? Share it with our team. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more True Tech Stories!